Hey you guys, welcome back to another Sparkle adventure. I just finished up another live stream working on my December daily project, and I thought I would come on and do another video. This is going to be part 2 in the December daily series, and I thought I would show you everything that we've worked on in the live stream today. Well, today's Sunday. I think this video will go up on Wednesday. But anyway, to catch you up to speed, I am doing a December daily project in a Project Life album, the 6x8 size. In the first live stream video, you guys helped me put together a kit of supplies. We went through my entire stash of Christmas stuff and we put together a kit so that way when it comes time to crafting, which is what we did today, all I'm doing is collecting stuff from this stash instead of going through everything that's Christmassy that I own. So that was the first live stream we did. And then the December Daily Part 1 video that's like 23-ish minutes long. I did a recap and I showed you all the thing that's in these 3 buckets. I guess I technically have 4. So if you're interested to know what supplies I'm using, go back and check out December Daily Part 1. And also in that video, I have information on a current giveaway I'm doing. All the information's in the description of that video, and you can find the link to that in the description of this video. But in the giveaway, I'm giving away this set of gift tags, the puffy stickers, the shaker stickers, and a full ephemera set from Merry Days, which is the collection I'm mostly using for my Project Life project. My December Daily, Project Life, all the things. Anyway, so in today's live stream, what we did was we collected things, parts and pieces from our kit, and we actually crafted some cards that I'll be using in the Project Life. My goal is to get as much prep done as possible, so come Black Friday, when it's time to start actually creating the memory keeping part of it, I don't have to do a whole lot of crafting. I'll just have to fill in some journaling, add some pictures, maybe a couple stickers, and then cards for my stash that are already pre-made and ready to go. I really think that that's going to help me be successful and stay on top of it and not get too far behind. So, yeah, so let's get into what we did today. Actually, before we get into that, a little backstory or background into what I did before today's live stream. So when we're putting this collection of supplies together, all that I had from Merry Days was, when it came to paper, was the book of gift wrap paper, where Crate Paper had taken the designs and they had turned it into gift wrapping, which is really cool. However, a lot of these designs are really oversized for a 4x3 sized card or even 4x6. So between the last live stream and today's video, I took the digital set I did buy from AC Digitals, which will be linked down below, and I printed them down. I printed and cut them down into 4x3 and 4x6 cards. So obviously these are the 4x3s. And then in addition to simply just printing out some of the sheets, some of the paper designs, I also designed some journaling cards. And this is what we've been doing on my Twitch channel recently, is going through and actually doing digital designing together. So I do also stream on Twitch. I stream there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 p.m. to midnight. Sometimes we play video games. Sometimes we do design projects like this. But yeah, for an idea, these are some of the journaling cards that we've been designing there. So when I got started on my stream today, I started with the papers that we already had, the new papers from the Merry Days collection, and then some of the ones that I had designed digitally as journaling and decorative cards. So then for today's live stream, we took those cards and we made these. Let's start with the 4x3s and then I'll show you the 4x6s. So this one here is one that I had done digitally on Twitch. All I did was I took this red polka dot background. I added a white box for journaling. I layered on the Christmas tree clip art and then the Merry Christmas, as well as there was a gold scallop design here. And so today I grabbed some gold embossing powder. I took my little quickie glue pen and I traced the scallop design. Then I dusted the top with some, well, I say dusted, I pretty much dumped some embossing powder on top of the glue. Then I shook off the excess. used my heat tool, and then embossed the glitter on top of there. I kept this one really simple. It doesn't need a whole lot. Maybe after I journal, I might add a sticker, but even still, I kind of like the simplicity, which was surprising to me in today's live stream when we were crafting, was just how much I kind of leaned toward the simple. Because when putting together a full page of these kinds of elements, it could be a lot. So I wanted to definitely kind of keep it toned down a little bit, because if you know me, you know I love layers and stickers and a bunch of things, but I kind of liked the idea of keeping it a bit more simple. So that's the first one. Same thing here with this cheer tag or card. This was done digitally by adding a white box, the bow, and then cheer, which was written in like a gold looking font. So again, I added the heat embossed the gold glitter by using the glue pen, dumping some gold glitter embossing powder on top, and then using the heat tool to adhere the embossing powder in place. So those are a bit more simple. This one I didn't do on the live stream. I did this beforehand, so that way I could like take a picture for a thumbnail, in all honesty. But this one was super simple. This was using the gift wrap paper. This paper right here, which came from that gift wrap set. Then I loved this Jolly tag, which was also from Merry Days. I cut down some white paper for journaling. I threw on one of these holly pieces of ephemera, or like rhinestones, or it's an embellishment, I guess. And then I added a little bit of washi and a puffy sticker from the Merry Days. Oh, where is it? Here it is. I added, this little snow globe puffy sticker just for a little something in the corner. And then that one was done. Next up, I grabbed this snowflake card. I thought this was really cute. It might be a little busy for journaling, so I was like, let's make this what I'm going to call a deco tag, where it's adding decoration and something for a cute effect, but that's really the purpose it serves. It's something cutesy, not necessarily functional, but cute. I guess cute can be functional. It serves the purpose of being cute. There we go. So you started with the snowflake paper. And then once you pick your paper, for me, my next step is to decide which main piece of ephemera I want to have as the focal point. So I grabbed the chipboard stickers to see what out of that could be a good focal point. And in chat in the live stream, a couple of people pointed out that they really liked this snow globe. So at first I pulled the snow globe up. I thought, oh yeah, that's cute. But I wasn't sure exactly where I wanted to place it. So I went back to the chipboard, and using my X-Acto knife, I cut up around the outside of the shape, I guess the inside of the chipboard, so that I could have the backing to put back behind this sticker. So that way I didn't have to worry about like it sticking down in place. I could play around with the placement and the movement of it. So then I had that, and I was like, well, I need something to kind of separate it from the snowflakes, because the snowflakes are a little busy. And my first thought is almost always, how can I incorporate more gold glitter? So I grabbed one of my 4x3 size gold glitter cards that came with this Merry Days kit, and I tore off the outsides of the edges, so that way you can still see the snowflakes, but it's not like the main thing. I think your eye is really drawn to this snow globe. And so then I layered these three pieces together, and I really wanted the snow globe to catch your eye. And another tool to do that, in addition to adding paper, is adding foam stickers. If you can see them back there, they really add dimension. And by lifting the snow globe off of the page, your eye really goes here, because naturally you're going to get some sort of shading effect around the snow globe, which separates it from the background and really keeps it from looking too busy. And so then next I wanted to finish it off by adding some sort of phrase sticker so that there was some direction to this card. Without a phrase, this really could be for anything, but I wanted to give it a bit of, like I said, direction or purpose. So I looked at the phrase stickers that I have, and I liked that this one that I ended up going with had the green, because I thought it really went through with the green on the Christmas tree really well. It needed some sort of backing to it, so I thought, let's go for a washi effect, but with some paper. So from my bucket of scraps, I grabbed this red paper, I cut it down to size, and then I layered everything, glued it all in place, and we were good to go. Now, I will say I did have to glue down these foam adhesive stickers because it's not super sticky, especially on top of this textured glitter. Now, this glitter doesn't really shed like at all, but it is really rough. And so just the adhesive that's on the foam stickers is not sticky enough. So I used tacky glue, just a couple blobs, one on each foam sticker, and we were good to go for that. Oh, I should also say too, I attempted to add washi over behind the left side of the page, the glitter, but it was really too, what I'm going to call heavy because it was dark colors and it really drew your eye to the left side of the card. And I didn't want that. I wanted your eye line to really focus on the snow globe. So I ended up taking the washi up and just sticking with this. Another card that we created today on the live stream is this pink one with the wreath on it. The Merry Days collection does a great job of marrying together traditional colors of red and green, plus some non-traditional Christmas colors of pink and blue, and it even has some mustard in it, which I'm not really focusing on. I'm not a huge fan of the mustard shade in this collection, but I wanted to make sure that I incorporated the pink, because if we're looking at a layout and it has some of these pieces from this kit, this is a great example. This tree has some pink and blue. Same for here. We've got some presents, and this tree also has some pink and blue in it. So I wanted to make sure that I also have cards that really highlight this pink color, because if I didn't, I think it might look a little out of place. But by seeing all of them together and by having a really strong pink element, it helps make sure and reinforces this color palette. So that's why we started with this pink card here. And then we had to pick out our main ephemera piece. And I wanted to go with a wreath. And this one I thought was perfect because it's got pink, it's got love, and it was just really cute. And just like with the snow globe, it needed something to kind of separate it from the backdrop. And I thought, okay, well, we got to go with ripped paper again. I love using ripped paper. So I kind of looked through my stash of scraps and I found this polka dot sheet. At first, it started out much wider. I always try to start wide and then go skinnier if I want to, instead of starting small and then being stuck with something small. So I think originally this polka dot was a lot wider, but then I ripped it down to the size that it is now, and I turned it so that way you get the most polka dot kind of bang for your buck here, because it really kind of adds to it, adds to the effect. And if most of these polka dots were covered, then you wouldn't really get the same effect. So I put the polka dot paper down, and then I put the wreath down with more of those foam stickers. And then I added these embellishments, which are kind of like abstract snowflakes. And they're from the Thickers that came with Merry Days. They might also been from, or they might have been from Fa La La, I don't remember which, but they are the Thickers stickers. So they have a little bit of dimension to them, but they're not quite as tall as the foam stickers. So we get a really cool effect of layering when it comes to like flat pieces. And then we have the Thickers and then the foam stickers as well. And then the last 4x3 card is this one here, the most wonderful time of the year. And I think I'm going to have to add some hot glue just to make sure that this tinsel stays in place. But anyway, on today's live stream, I was going through the pages that we had, the cards. The way I have these organized is journaling cards in the front, then cards from Merry Days, and then behind it, I have papers from the Fa La La collection from Crate Paper, which is what you can see I used here. They're very similar. They're a little different, but pretty similar. And so when I was pulling out designs, I asked the people on the live stream which kind of spoke to them. And a couple of people said that it was this cute tree pattern that they really liked. So I started with this as my base. And then, as always, I had to pick out my ephemera piece that I wanted to highlight. And I saw this card that says the most wonderful time of the year. And I thought, oh, that's just too cute and adorable. And it's got gold glitter. And again, I just love gold glitter. I could add it to pretty much anything and be happy. I mean, food even. Like, no, maybe that's too far. Anyway, but then there was a bit of a size discrepancy between this ephemera piece and the card. It needed something. It needed backing to it, but I also didn't want to cover up this tree design, because if I had taken this card, let's use like this for example. Okay, so let's say that this was our card. If I had taken another sheet that was slightly larger than this, but smaller than this, you would not really be able to tell that this was a Christmas tree background. So that's when I thought, okay, we need to use this gold tinsel. Tinsel garland was the perfect thing because we're able to kind of surround this tag without covering up the Christmas trees. And so first thing I did was I unwound the spool to give myself some length and I trimmed it down using my wire cutters. I would say if you're going to use this product, do not use your craft scissors, excuse me, because it could ruin them because this is a wire based product, this tinsel. And so you want to use the tool that's just right for wire, really. So I have some little wire cutters for jewelry making in my whole stash of supplies. So I used that. I cut down the tinsel. Then I grabbed this adhesive that is red backed. And I know that a lot of people in the craft world love this stuff. I don't know the name of the product or even where I got it from. I think I got it as part of um, a gift bag somewhere or so I really don't know where it came from. It is a super great adhesive. As you can see, it's holding down this tinsel that's pretty sturdy. So what I did was I started by putting a piece of that adhesive down and I took the end of the tinsel and I kind of smooshed, I just like saying the word smoosh. So I smooshed it on top of this adhesive and then I ran it down in as straight of a line as I could get. And then I grabbed two more pieces of that adhesive so I could lay them down in an L shape, one going left to right and one going kind of top to bottom, because I needed to turn this tinsel into a 90-degree angle. So I laid down my adhesive. Then again, I smooshed the tinsel down and then holding it with my left thumb, I took the tinsel with my right hand and kind of turned it into a 90-degree angle and then smooshed that side as well. So we have adhesive on both kind of legs of this 90-degree angle. And then I ran it down again in as straight of a line as I could, grabbed two more pieces of adhesive, again in another L shape, same technique, laid it down, wound it around into a 90-degree angle, and then kind of ran it as straight as I could. Same thing on this corner, got my two adhesive pieces, created a little L-shaped 90-degree angle with the tinsel, and then ran the last little piece up. Then I grabbed my, and then I added more adhesive, laid down the last piece, and then grabbed my my wire cutters again and trimmed it down so it could meet out with my starting point. So it's not perfectly symmetrical, but I kind of like that. And I think this one might be my favorite because it incorporates pink and gold, one of my favorite color combinations. It's Christmassy, it's cute, it's super festive. So yeah, here we have our 4x3 sized cards. Next up, I'll show you the 4x6 size cards that we made. Again, some of these are for journaling. Some of them are more decorative to simply go straight up into a pocket, and I won't have to add anything to them when it comes time to like actually start my memory keeping. So this first one here is kind of complicated, so let me walk you through it. Okay, so looking through my stash, I started off with this cream colored with gold Fa La La paper. This was my favorite, this card. As I was looking for something to craft, this one caught my eye. Cool. Then next, I grabbed this Happy Holidays tag. Is it a tag? What would you call this? A banner piece, maybe? I thought this was really cute, and I loved the combination of these two pieces. Cool. So now that we have these two together, there was all of this room over here that's going to be perfect for journaling. So, but I didn't just want white paper on top of the Fa La La with the Happy Holidays. I needed a little more oomph to it. So I looked through my papers, through my scraps, and that's when I saw this little abstract starburst design from the Fa La La collection. Now that we start adding more pieces, it became really important to make sure that they were symmetrical. So this abstract starburst design, I made it 3/4 of an inch shorter and like on the inside. And then same thing for this white card is 3/4 of an inch smaller than this abstract starburst. If the margins were to be off by too much, or if it wasn't as symmetrical, I think your eye line wouldn't know exactly where to go and it would be a little overwhelming. So that's why we had to make sure it was symmetrical. And then when it came to tearing these cards, I actually tore them together and then I just cut this one shorter on this side because again, you really want to make sure that your eye catches that this is all symmetrical. So when you add the journaling, that's the focal point and your eye is not kind of freaked out by all of the stuff happening on this card. So once I got all the symmetry down, I then layered everything. I added foam stickers to Happy Holidays, and then I added this gold trim from the Thickers sheet, and then this one was done. Here's an example of a journaling card that we created together on one of my Twitch streams. We designed it digitally in Silhouette Studio. So we started with the red Falala paper. We added a white box on top of it. It's pretty, a little transparent so we can still see some of that design. Then we added this tag digitally and this piece of artwork. And I was like, this card still needs something. And then I looked over at the chipboard stickers and saw that there was a Christmas tree on it. And I was like, how perfect will that be if we have the girl carrying presents over to the Christmas tree? So this was super simple. I just grabbed the chipboard sticker, the Christmas tree, and then this present that came from the sheet of puffy stickers. I added those to the corner over here on the left, and then this one was done. Here again is another journaling card that we created digitally with this red polka dot background, a white box for journaling, and digitally we added this present here and then the Merry Christmas wreath, but I thought it could use something. So I grabbed another present puffy sticker, this cheer sticker from the Thickers, and it still was just like, I need one more thing, but I didn't want to add something too overwhelming because we have a big piece here and a lot happening down here. So that was when I thought, whoa, let me grab a strip of washi and make it look like I kind of taped down this journaling piece inside the full card. So this is 15 millimeter washi. I rolled out a piece, I laid it down on my self-healing mat, and I trimmed it in half, so now it's only 7.5 millimeters as opposed to 15. And then I put one piece up on this side and then one piece over on that side, and then it was done. This one is one of my favorites, Jingle All the Way. In the collection, this is a full 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Jingle All the Way is in the center, and then it has these abstract snowflakes all the way around it. And originally I thought, man, that's just so cute and simple. I could leave it the way it is. But then today we were crafting and I was like, man, this is catching my eye. Maybe we can add something to it. So I played around with a couple different options when it came to ephemera in the collection. And I was like, man, we just need something. And then I thought, I haven't used a shaker sticker yet. Let's try that. So I was like, oh, this car is going to be so cute and perfect. And I grabbed it out of the packaging and it exploded. So we had to do a little sticker surgery on stream today. So I collected all of the snowflake pieces. I put them in a little sticky note, which I then very carefully poured back into the sticker because the backing had come off of the like puffy piece. So luckily I was able to pretty easily put all the little snowflake pieces back into the puffy sticker, and then I used my hot glue gun to re-adhere the backing to the puffy part. And then because I had used hot glue on the back, it was a little texturized, and so I then just grabbed my hot glue gun, and luckily it didn't melt the plastic of the backing, and then I added the card to the front, and even then I thought I could leave it this way, or maybe I could add something. And so then I grabbed my rhinestones and I added the smallest red ones that I had. And even then I thought maybe I'll do red and green, but I'm really glad I kept it with just the red. I think this is so cute. Like if we were to do like a little layout right now, like how cute would this be? Like this. Oh my gosh. Like, how cute is that? I might have to do that. That's so normal. I love it. I'm so excited that we're doing this and getting started on this because I think with y'all's help and being able to do this on live streams together, I'm going to be really successful when it comes time to planning. All right. So anyway, sticker surgery on this, added these rhinestones, and then this was done. Here's another example of us using that tinsel. Looking through my ephemera, this one started backwards. Usually I start with the card or the background and then kind of build my way up, but this one started with the Merry and Bright. This caught my eye, so I pulled it out and then I looked and saw, well, what card could go with this? There were a couple different options, but I really liked, again, the simplicity, which is shocking, of the black and white with the black and white piece. And I was like, but it just needs one more thing. And that is, again, when the tinsel caught my eye. So I cut it down so I wasn't working with the whole spool. I put my strips of adhesive down, one on each side and in the middle. And then I started by grabbing my tinsel and I smooched it down onto the piece of adhesive on the left. And I kind of bent it a little bit as I went. I set it down on the adhesive in the middle and again, very carefully kind of held it down with one hand and bent the wire with the other one and very carefully kind of shaped it the rest of the way. And then I plugged my hot glue gun in and I just put a dab of hot glue on each spot where the tinsel meets the adhesive just to make sure it doesn't come up. Now, again, I think you can definitely see the adhesive kind of like you can with the other tinsel card, but it's minor. I don't think it doesn't bother me. So I could probably cover it up maybe with bows or no, I'm not going to. Don't talk yourself into something. It's good. It's good. So I'm just going to leave it this way. Yeah, no, we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. This is done. But I like the simplicity of this. I think it's really cute and really effective. All right, and then towards the end of the stream, we did this simple card. Like I said, just pretty much with almost all of the others, I start with the background, and this red fa la la caught my eye. Then I saw this happy ho 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 to you in my stash. I thought those are cute. The combination of glitter and gold glitter and red is very classic. And then I saw this reindeer and I thought, well, this reindeer definitely will not fit on a 4x3 sized card. I'm going to have to do something different with it to make the most of it. So I layered these 3 pieces, added foam stickers to the reindeer so that it kind of stood out a little bit. And then this one was done. This one was pretty simple. And then lastly, we have this 4x6 card. Looks like I need to grab some tacky glue here. This is another example of using this textured glitter paper, which is really hard to stick stuff down to. So I'm going to grab this tacky glue and very lightly just add a little bit of glue to it so that it actually sticks. I tried using little strips of double-sided adhesive. It's just not working. But tacky glue should do the trick. So anyway, again, I started with the backing here. I wanted to use this holly paper because we hadn't used that anywhere just yet in our set of supplies. So I started with that. Then I loved this candy cane. It needed more, of course. So I grabbed this paper. It's kind of distressed. It looks like an old recipe when it's the full sheet. I think it's from Fa La La, but I liked the layering of these 2 pieces, so I made my own tag. I added gold glitter paper. Again, I just took one of the 4x3 size sheets or cards. I tore just a little bit off the outside to give us that torn edge because, again, it adds an element of texture and kind of separates it from the background so much so that way it's not all blending together and then your eye doesn't know where to look. So I layered these pieces and then I found this Joy ephemera in my little kit, my box over here, and added some foam stickers and then called this one good. So these are all of the cards that we made today. Make sure you comment down below and let me know which one is your favorite. This is part 2 in a multi-part series. I don't know how long it's going to go. In the next video, in the next live stream, and then I'll do another recap video like this one, we're going to be designing 6x8 sized cards. That's the album. Oh, don't need those. That's the size of the album that we're doing, and we've now done 4x3 and 4x6. And I want to do a couple 6x8 sized sheets. So in the next live stream, it's probably going to be on another Sunday, like all the others have been. We'll be decorating that. And like I said, you'll get a recap video here. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any notifications of my live streams or my videos. Also follow me on Instagram at Sparkle Adventures. I'm always talking on my stories, and that's where you'll get all the up-to-date information on where you can find me and when I'm streaming, as well as Twitch. I'm Sparkle Adventures in all of the places. Links are to everything down below. Make sure you go back to December Daily Part 1 so you can enter to win this giveaway of goodies for Merry Days. You guys are the best. There's more content coming. I'm really feeling crafty and creative and inspired. So again, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. And I'll see you next time. Bye!